December 1937. Setting, the Shawl Warm and Worn Eat-In Kitchen in Western Pennsylvania.
Thank God. Maybe Grandpa will nap the afternoon away.
England, I want to go. Do you think Dad will? Me and you like to read. Why do you like to read, Mommy? Want to know why I like to read? I have two reasons. I love knowing what people are thinking. That's the best reason to read. But another reason is because I get to go places. Interesting places I can see in my head. But I wonder what they're like for real. That's why I want to go to England. Did you know England has a king? Miss Martin says so. A real king, like in my book of fairy tales. And he lives in a big castle. 775 rooms, guarded by men in red jackets, in a place called London. And he has a little girl, Mommy. She's a princess. A real princess. Like in the stories I read. And she's 11 like me. Her name's Elizabeth. Isn't that a pretty name, Mommy? Elizabeth. Not like Ruby. Why did you name you Ruby? I don't like the name Ruby. But I'd like to go to England. I'd like to live in a castle. I wonder how many rooms a castle has. I wonder if the king's children ever get lost in the castle. If Elizabeth ever makes a wrong turn, maybe ending up in a dungeon, that would be scary. I never get lost in our house. But there was that one time, I was reading in the attic all by myself, and you couldn't find me. If Elizabeth gets lost, Mommy, do you think the king sends the guards to find her? Or she has a fairy godmother? I bet the fairy godmother helps her. I just know it. Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful to go to England?
Really coming down out there. Sidewalk needs shoveled. Where's Clyde?
Christmas shopping with the girls.
Why didn't Phoebe go?
Is that him? Him?
Cookies look good, Mother. Any already baked?
He's late.
Who's late?
The mailman. He always comes at 1 o'clock on Saturday. I don't want to cook. Stir.
Why are you waiting for the mailman?
Some of the other kids got letters, so I'm hoping. Letters? From their pen pals. It's in Somerset, England. Geography homework. I told you.
Told me what? All I know is that lately it's England this and England that. What did?
Why don't you listen to what I say? You never listen.
Watch your mouth, young lady.
There are a lot of people in this house to listen to. We just finished Thanksgiving. Now it's Christmas and I'm... So tell me again.
Christmas card, don't know. Christmas card. Oh, look, it's King George and the Queen.
A letter from King George, the King of England.
The stamp, Princess Elizabeth's mom and daddy. I told you all about Princess Elizabeth. Lives in a castle. Maybe the person who wrote me is a princess too, or knows the princess, or...
I blame you.
For what?
You're the one that's read to her from the day she was born. She sees you writing letters.
To my mother's relatives in Germany. Well, why couldn't Miss Martin find them pen pals in Germany?
You know why.
noisy book burner is giving us all a bad name.
Speaking of which, he's mentioned in your magazine.
Thought you didn't read, look.
Waste of a dime, if you ask me.
The money Mrs. Wagner gives me for doing her laundry. We agree. The children like the pictures and use them for school reports. I save each and every one. No waste of a dime. Here's the life of Christ in pictures.
Oh, the children will fight over that one.
Shame on you, mister, with a father and brother as ministers. How about this one? Snow White comes to the movies about Christmas as the first full-length animated cartoon feature produced by Walt Disney, creator of Mickey Mouse. It will be in Technicolor, whatever that is. Ruby will be first in line to watch a fairy tale come to life when that place for the moving pictures opens uptown next year.
So there are two redeeming articles. Most of the magazine is trashy gossips, especially when it links Hitler
With the exiled king and that Baltimore hussy. Can Wally hold the Duke?
Perfect story for the children. Oh, cookies, Mother. When are you going to finish baking? And you wonder why our daughter finds England fascinating.
Want to hear the letter? It's so nice. Pamela sounds so nice. Daddy, want to hear? Mommy? Mommy?
Of course.
Dear Ruby, my name is Pamela Beamer. I am 11.
Your age. How nice.
My birthday is October 6th. I live in Southampton now. We just moved from Somerset County.
Somerset County, like us. What? I'm showing you that I'm listening.
The teacher at my old primary school gave us letters from your primary school in America. My daddy just opened a shop here. Mommy works with him when I'm in school. No, I don't know Princess Elizabeth. She's very pretty in her pictures. They live far away from London, but I saw the outside of the palace when I was 7. I have no brothers, no sisters. Me, Mommy, and Daddy live in the same house with my Nana. She's old and forgets lots of things. I'm so sorry you had a sister who died. But you must have a big house to hold all your brothers and sisters and a grandfather who plays the violin in the attic. How wonderful to have a cute baby sister called Goldie. Does she have blonde hair like Goldilocks? Do you have a maid to cook for you?
Do we have a maid, really? Sorry, but you know I'm the maid.
Are you rich? You said your father sells cars. You must have lots of cars.
One car, a Nash Lafayette, if you must know, little girl from Somerset, England. And I still walk to work, like a lot more people. The price of gas keeps going up. 17 cents a gallon. Thank you, President Roosevelt. When God's telling us to stay out of the skies because of the Hindenburg disaster in May, and no news in that Earhart woman, 3 more years of a Democrat. Unhappy days are here again. Can't wait to 1940. Continue.
I belong to Girl Guides, and I like dogs. Do you like dogs? Our dog's name is Pokey. Please write back soon. Your friend, Pamela. Her name's Pamela. Isn't that a pretty name? Doesn't she sound nice? And Pamela likes dogs, like me. Bet Pamela would like a picture of Puddles. She'll laugh when I tell her why we named him that. After I back. Now. And one day I'm going to England.
You'll keep your feet on the ground, young lady. That English girl sounds nosy to me. No more time wasting time with letters. Help your mother learn to bake. Now, where are those cookies?
Scene 2. Time, early January 1942. About 4 years later. Setting, Shaw Kitchen.
Already a foot of snow out there. Time for the girls to learn how to use a shovel. With applied in the Army basic training. Oh no. Are you reading Gone with the Wind again? Try again.
This letter, Pam's mother.
The mother of Phoebe's pen pal? Oh dear Lord, did the mother die in a bombing?
No, she wrote. The brother wrote to me.
Oh no, did Pam die? Oh, please don't tell me.
Pam's fine. Everyone's fine. Safe.
Then why a letter? The woman thinks you're a Nazi.
I know.
Well, she thinks the girl shouldn't write. Is that what you're crying about? She's totally unreasonable. We're American, not German.
Roy.
Where's some writing paper? It's my turn to write and tell that insufferable woman that one of my ancestors penned the Constitution.
Roy.
Can't get much more American than that.
Roy!
What?
Mrs. Beamer wrote to say thank you.
Thank you? For what?
For Ruby's letters, for Ruby's friendship and concern. For Spam.
For Spam? Spam?
And Ken Chicken. Evidently, Ruby took it upon herself to raid my pantry for a Christmas package sent to England.
Did you know?
I knew she was putting a package together, wrapped up some of my Christmas cookies, added them to penny candy she bought at Newberry's. No idea she raided my cupboards.
Should we punish Baby?
Punish her? Oh, Father, just listen. Dear Mrs. Shaw, as you may know, German submarines continue to attack ships attempting to bring food into England.
She thinks you're behind the German submarines? Really?
And the British government has imposed rationing during this horrid war. Consequently, holiday dinners have not been what they used to be. We received Ruby's parcel in the post a few days before Christmas, and what a welcome parcel it was. I haven't seen an onion since 1940. One tin of chicken made quite a lovely Christmas feast for 4 of us. We savored every single bite, and the sweets were such a treat for dessert. Spam has just begun to show up on our store shelves, so we opened the Spam on Boxing Day. The contents of Ruby's parcel was eaten by New Year's, except for the second tin of chicken. I'm saving that for Easter. She's saving the second can for Easter, Roy. Can you imagine? I can't. Not when we have 5 cans in our pantry right now. Pamela's reaction to the wireless reports of the bombings of Pearl Harbor stunned both her father and me. Pamela drew a picture of herself catching bombs to keep both Ruby and herself safe. A drawing which she showed me and then tucked into her last letter. Mrs. Shaw, if Pamela feels that strongly about Ruby, then I believe it's time for you and I to become pen friends as well. I could use a friend in these uncertain times. Do you feel the same? Happy New Year 1942. Let's hope this war ends very soon. Best regards, Helen Beamer.
Look at the snow. I'm gonna go surprise Daddy by shovel. Mom, are you Gone with the Wind? Again?